is the first time you are watching this channel, hello, thank you for watching, welcome. And if you usually watch my podcast episodes, welcome back. So this is the deal, right? I want to have control over my yarn stash. I want to put everything in Ravelry, and then for 2026, I want to do a dedicated effort to actually get my stash down of the yarns that I don't really have a plan for, because I mean, it's one thing, and you will see as we go through them, it's one thing to have yarn in stash that is waiting for a project, and that's okay. I'm not going to stop myself from having that yarn. However, I do have quite a lot of yarn that I don't really have a plan for anymore. Either it's leftovers or I bought it and it didn't work out for the project. In the beginning of my fibre arts journey, I just bought too much yarn that I then didn't actually like or didn't actually have a plan for. So I do have a bit too much yarn that I don't have control over. So this video is just going to be a sort of inventory and organize my yarn stash video so that I actually know what I have, and I'm going to also put it all in Ravelry as I go. So this is going to take me pretty much all afternoon. Basically, I'm just going to go through the yarn and then we'll see from there. I actually have no idea how much yarn I have, and I might have put it in the title or the thumbnail of this video, so you probably know more about that than I do at the moment, but hopefully it's not too much, and we can sort of make a plan for how to use it all up. I have seen a lot of different ways of doing this online, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to count it, but I think I'm going to count it in both total grams, so weight, because that's, you know, the easiest. But I'm also going to then calculate that into how many 50-gram skeins that would be equivalent to, you know, and obviously the weight of the yarn is going to impact how much you would get from 50 grams, but I just feel like that would be sort of a good visual marker to have as a countdown as well, and then I can set the goals for the total weight. So I think maybe that's what I'll do, but we'll see once we get there. So anyway, I've got my little station here with my laptop, and I also have some snacks and this super cute tea mug that some family members got for me for Christmas. It's a Pusheen mug. So it's Pusheen eating a cookie, and then on the other side they have a glass of milk. So it's very, very cute. But oh yeah, I should go get some scales. Right, scales. Right, so now I've gone and found all of my random pieces of yarn that are around my apartment, and now I'm going to pull everything out, sort it into fibre content and weight, and then I'll go through them and put them all in Ravelry, and I'll film a little bit of it, but not everything. So I'll talk to you again in a bit when I have sorted through them all. So I just pulled out all of my acrylics, and oh my god, you guys, everything in this massive basket is acrylic yarns. And that's not all of it. I also have some extra that's laying here on the ground, but whew, this is a lot. So I figured I want to try to fit as much of it in this as I can. This is one of those little boxes that goes in the Goldilocks shelf from IKEA. And today I bought these plastic tubs that fit in the shelf, and I'm going to use those to store my sort of wool and animal fibers, just to protect them from moths and such, if I should ever be so unlucky. But for the acrylic, this is fine. I don't care. And also, if something wants to eat plastic, it is very welcome to eat plastic. All right. Now I am going to count active whips as stash, so that once I finish them, I can then take that off and remove it out of my stash, and that is gonna motivate me to work on my whips and not just cast on new things. But yeah, so I do also have my excavation blanket whip in here, and that's also with the acrylic yarns. And I think the way that I'm going to log the acrylic yarns is that I'm not going to bother logging each individual color. I will be using them in this project, and then whatever I don't use, I think I'll just give away to, you know, schools or something like that, so that kids can learn how to knit or crochet, you know, do arts and crafts with. And then I do also have some other, you know, thicker acrylics and such that I might keep for some project down the line. But, you know, I have quite a lot of, you know, this weight, the Amigo XL from Hobby. I have a lot of this because that was the first yarn I bought when I was crocheting, and I bought a lot of it because I wanted to do everything in every single colour that exists, pretty much. So I have quite a lot of these, and I don't like using them anymore, so they're going to be the majority of my blanket because I think that they would be good as a blanket. So anyway, I think how I'm going to do this is that I'm going to sort all of the Hobby Amigo XL in one pile here between my legs, and all of the other acrylics I'm going to separate because those need to be logged separately. And then I'll weigh them using the scales, and then I'll put them in as I go. So I'll probably speed this up and put some music over it, but just so you know, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so here it comes. These mega balls, these are the issue. This is so much acrylic yarn that I don't want to use. And I have several of these. So I've got one of the white, and then I've got a yellow, and then I've got two of these turquoise ones. So yeah, this is a lot. This is, can I see, does it say how much it is? Oh yeah, it does, right on front. This is 400 grams. So this is 1,200 meters or 1,300 yards of acrylic. So I think my plan originally was that I was going to do a blanket with these, because I do have this granny square that's like a flower, very cute, but I don't really like seaming, and granny square blankets are nothing but seaming and weaving in ends, which are my two least favorite things. So I just never actually got around to it, and now I don't want to do it. So I think this might be one of those things that I either make like homeware with, or decor, or I donate these to school. So we'll see. But yeah, these are a big reason of why I have so much acrylic. And those were the little scraps. So now this thing is empty, and this is a scrap busting project that I did sometime last year. It's just like a crochet lining for this wire bin from IKEA to keep all my yarn, make it so that all the yarn isn't sticking out of these wire holes. I do use this as a coffee table by my little chair with the top. So I will put quite a lot back, but I will also, you know, put quite a lot in the little heart pattern fabric bin. So that was all of the acrylics sorted. I'm sure I have more acrylics somewhere, but I can't find it right now. So it might be in one of the other bins. And if so, we'll find it when we find it and just put it in. But yeah. So of these Magable Classic acrylic yarns from Wheel of Yarn, I have 1.5 kilos. That's 1,546 grams, and that is 4,638 meters. So I've got like 4,600 meters of this. Right. That is a lot. That is a lot. So, yeah. Yikes. So, that's that. Now we'll just continue. for all of my Amigo XL from Hobby that I'm using for my excavation blanket. As I said, I'm not going to separate these by colour weight or anything. I'm just gonna weigh all of them and put that in as a total, and I'll write in the name that this is for my excavation blanket. And then once I finish that, then I can decide whether I want to donate this or if I want to stash it properly. But I'm just going to plop them all into this plastic tub here while I'm weighing them, and then we'll see what the total is. So maybe I can shuffle you around a bit. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start with all of the full skeins. Oh God, this is so much. We're already up to about 1 kilo. Oh God. Right, is that all of them? No, forgot one. So that's that, and then I also have this, which is for my project, but I think I'm going to add that separately. So 1,158 grams. So that's that. And then this, honestly, I know that the tote bag weighs a little bit, but I can't be bothered. Honestly, I'm just going to plop this entire thing in here and see what it weighs, and then just add that. And I think that it is gonna even out at some point. Oh God. Right, so that's another 790. Oof. All right. 1948. I have 2 kilos of Amigo XL, bit less, maybe 1,800. You know, if you remove some for the tote bag and the needles and such. Oh God, that's so much. All right, that is a bit hard to accept, but it is what it is. Right, that was that. Then that whip will actually fit nicely in that bin. So I think that's going to be it. Found another one, plus 90 more. God. Oh, and that brings us over 2,000. Ugh. Hey cat. Hey kitty. Oh, you're so cute. Right, so that was that, and that's gonna go right into its spot like that. And yeah, that was the 100% acrylic yarns. this is full with all of the other ones that are not for the blanket. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but this is also full. So for now, I'm going to consider that finished. Plop that behind me. All right, now what do I continue with? This is stressing me out a bit, actually. A little snack. Okay, I'm going to continue like this. I'm not going to film it, but I'm going to continue like this with all of my yarns. So here I've got, I know I have some more acrylic here, but I'm ignoring that for now. But here I've got some sort of random bits and bobs, leftovers, some random gifted yarn, some random skeins that I don't really know how to classify and such. And I think I probably have a bit more acrylic in here as well. In this one, I have a lot of wool yarns. And in this one over here, I have a mixture of just random yarns and sort of abandoned whips and swatches and such. And those I think I'm just going to throw away because I haven't got room for them. And then here I've got some of my nicer yarns in these little bags. And I mean, you see why I need to do this organizing, because they're just in the paper bags that I got them in when I bought them, you know, at markets and such. And then I've also got a few sock yarns up there on the top of my shelf. So I'm just gonna do this, put them all in their respective bins, and then I'll show you them once they're sorted and we'll talk through them. So see you then. Bye. Mwah. All right. Hi, kitty. This is the damage at the moment. Oh my God, look at all this. So this is everything that I haven't yet sorted. I've sorted all of these and that one, and I've put them into Ravelry. So I've just pulled everything else out that's yarny, except for these, but I can see them from where I'm sitting here on the rug. And these are just, you know, random bits and bobs. There's my fancy yarns. Here's some old wool acrylic mix. That's I also have a whip with down here. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little break, eat some dinner, and then we're gonna continue. Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, bye. See you in a bit. Pulled all of my yarn out that I haven't sorted already, and I've divided them into sort of categories. Of course, I found some more skeins of the yarns that I've already stashed, but honestly, whatever. I'll fix those afterwards, because then I can go into my stash and just update them right in Ravelry. But for now, I just want to keep going with the yarns that I haven't stashed already. So there's a lot, you guys. Maybe I should show you. So I'm sitting here, right? So we've got yarns here, we've got all of this. This is a lot of leftovers, so I'll talk about that in a minute. And then there's all my fancy yarns, and then I've got lots of yarns here, lots of yarns here, and then, yeah, I mean, that is also full of yarns. So there's quite a lot still to organize and do inventory on, but oh yeah, this one also. So yeah, this is going to be an adventure, you guys. Oh god. Oh. Right, how do I start this? So I figured maybe we should do the fancy yarns first, because they are currently blocking the other plastic tubs. This is Merino Silk Luxe. Right, so I have not stashed that one. Great. Festival booth. It is called Pinky, and it is a fingering, and it is 100 grams, which is 400 meters. One scale. Yeah, 105, that's good enough for me. I think for these sort of unused hanks or skeins that I only have a few of, I might not weigh them, just because I'm going to use it for a project and then I can just weigh whatever I have left and leave that in the stash, you know what I mean? So that's the first one. It's so soft. It's this really nice dusty pink and slightly tonal. It's 50% merino and 50% silk, and it's non-superwash merino as well. And I think I want to do a cowl with this, but that's going in the box. Then I've got these from Ari Yarns, which is superwash sock yarn. And these I have actually already stashed, so I can just pop those right in. And same with these are also Ari Yarns, but these are sock sets. So I can also just plop those in like that. Right, okay. So then we've got this one, which is another sock yarn that's of a discontinued hand dyer, and that is also already stashed. So that is also going right in there. Then I've got, well, I mean, I guess this isn't really a sock yarn because it's lace, but this is Manos del Uruguay Marina that I bought because I have a tortoiseshell cat and this sort of looks like calico-y. So I wish that the whites were black instead, but it's just so cute. So this is very pretty, but it's also lace weight. So I'm not really sure why I bought this because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So, but anyway, so this needs to be stashed. Marina, and I bought it at Broderie Garn. And I have one of those skeins. So that's going in there. And then let's see, maybe this one. So this is Malabrigo Silk Packer in the colour 17 Pink Frost. And I bought this yarn for a project that then did not end up working out. I absolutely hated how it was working up, so I pulled it off the needles and I am going to frog it, and I'm going to do something else with this yarn. But I do have quite a lot of this and it's lace weight, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But let's put it in the stash, shall we? But because I haven't frogged this yet, I am going to put the skeins that I caked up and I was knitting with in this little bag, just so it's contained. Then I've got this one for my little garden tee. Oh my god, it looks small. I'm really hoping this is going to block out. If not, I might have to give it away or frog it and buy another skein and then re-knit it at some point, but I hope not. Anyway, I've got one more of these, but this yarn is already stashed. Sock yarns that are not fancy. This one is fancy, however, and this one is cashmere from Lang. Let's see, cashmere premium, and it's the color, there we go, 78, and it is like a red orange, and I've got one of those. Then we've got baby yarn from Ikson. Then we've got this, which is a merino that I made the gecko mitts with for my mum. So I do still have one of these. Did I log this already? I don't think so. No, I did not. So I got this at a local yarn store. It's PO30 merino by Silk, and I got it at GB Garn. PO30, that one. 177, and we've got one. Right, so these ones are sock yarns that are already counted in the stash, so I can just plop them in there. This one, oh, it's so soft. Oh, I've forgotten how soft it is. Okay, I can do this, relax. This is also incredibly soft, and I know exactly what I'm going to use it for. Not yet. You can't see the colour of this at the moment, but it is so beautiful. It's like super earthy green. Right, those are also already logged. This one is probably going to be my next cast on once I finish my cloud sweater, so that can go right there visibly. And then I suppose these could go in there as well. I don't think these are logged. Give me one moment. Alva, no. It's Alva by Phil Colana, and I got them at Rodrigo Garn. Oh, I can't remember what this mohair is called. Oh, that annoys me a bit, actually. I know I have the label somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Let's see. Hand-dyed mohair. Hand-dyed green mohair. It's green. It is a lace, and it is, measure it, it's 50. All right, I think, is that all of the fancies from here? Yes, however, I do also have some cashmere blend in here. So this here is sort of a banana honey yellow cashmere blend. I think it's probably like merino and cashmere, maybe some cotton, I'm not sure, but there's cashmere in it. I showed it in one of my podcast episodes. It's from Industry Surplus, so I should be able to find it actually. YouTube. Oh my god, I've got 110 subscribers. That's so exciting. Right, my videos. Maloo, yes, here we go. Maloo, which is Industry Surplus yarn, 81% lamb's wool, 19% cashmere. I'm very sure that it's not here, but let me just search. No, it's not. Okay. So I got this from online. It's Maloo. And it is yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we've got some leftover hand-dyed sock yarns that I also want to add in this. Right, so I believe that this was all of my sort of luxury yarns and more high-end yarns. I cannot see any others that I have missed. Oh, you guys. I forgot about my yarn advent. I knew I was going to forget something. My yarn advents. So first off, the full skein that I got for the 25th is so beautiful. I love this. I need to stash this. Online store. $23 and there we go. $24. Ta-da! Oh my god. Look at all these minis. Oh my god. It's like little worms of yarn. You know, that's so cute. Alright. I think that just about did it. Oof, I'll tell you what though. Being 28, oh, my hips hurt so much from sitting on the ground, which never used to be a problem. I could sit on the ground for so long when I was like 20 and even 25, and I did not appreciate it enough. Let me tell you that. Because now it's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Lid on. And that's the first one done. Yay! So this is all of my sort of high-end and fancier yarn. So we've got some hand-dyed sock yarns, some Isae, some blanc cashmere, the alpaca sock yarn advent here with the minis, and then this Industry Surplus lamb's wool cashmere blend, and then the silk and alpaca lace and the Manos del Uruguay lace merino. Can I take these off? I don't think so. I'm just going to leave them. I was like, oh, this is fine. It's coming off great. And then it didn't. Crisis averted. Fixed it. Right. So that's going to go... Honestly, I feel like this deserves sort of like the prime position. So let's put it there. Oh, that looks so nice. Oh, My gosh. Right, I'm going to continue with this. You've seen the fun things now. It's just more of the same, really. So I'll come back when I have done all of this and we can finish up for today and see how much yarn I actually have. I'm so scared. See you later. Bye. Okay, so I just finished logging all of my yarn in Ravelry. I started at like 2 p.m. It is now almost 8 p.m. I did have a break for dinner in between though, but it took a while. Now, I'll show you. So I've extracted my stash from Ravelry here with export, and then I've opened it in Google Spreadsheets, and then I converted that to a table. So this is what it looks like. And I've hidden some of the columns because I just didn't find them that interesting, but it's the name of the yarn, the colorway, what weight it is, how many skeins I have, if I have that information in, how many meters I have, total grams, this is the big one, and then the remaining grams, of course, is what I really care about. And I now want to see what the total grams is equals. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That is a lot. That is a lot. Oh my God. Holy hell. That is 23.1 kilograms of yarn. Oh God. So I have 23.1 kilos of yarn. That is a lot of yarn. All right. Say that one skein or one ball is 50 grams, just for comparison's sake. So one ball equals 50 grams. 23,141 grams divided by 50 equals 462.82 skeins. Oh God. That is almost 500 equivalent skeins of yarn. That is a lot. All right, so now we know that I have 460 skeins of yarn, or in other words, 23.1 kilograms of yarn. That is a lot. Oh my God. All right, well, that explains why I couldn't fit everything in my storage. So I guess now that was it. I hope that this video is not too boring to watch. I know that some people have like super intricate stash busting videos where they like go through everything, but I just don't have that in me right now. So this is just going to be sort of a baseline for myself, and then I was thinking that I can do like an update every month or every 2 months or every 3 months or something. I can just do an update every now and then where I, go through it all and update the stash and update the numbers with you. And then from now on, I will do my very, very best to add any new yarn that I acquire right into my Ravelry stash so that it actually stays updated. And hopefully that is going to work. So, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Hang on, I want to show you my beautiful stash. Any yarn that I add from now on, I will try to take a picture and actually add them on my phone. But for right now, I think I'm just not going to have pictures for most of it. So this is what it looks like now. I haven't cleaned up the rubbish, so don't worry about that. So all of these four on the bottom are filled with yarns. So over there, the one with the heart pattern is acrylic yarns that I'm using for my excavation blanket. And then this wooden one here in the middle is sort of cotton yarns, some leftover, some linen yarns and such. Bit of everything really, some more acrylic in there as well. And then in this one, I've got some more acrylic yarns and some works in progress, some cotton yarns. And then in this one, I've got a lot of scraps and also a few abandoned whips that I don't know what I want to do with. But we'll do that at some point. So anyway, then we've got these plastic bins here. So this one has sort of sock yarns and baby wools and such as that are not super high end. And then here we have my Letlupi, so that's rustic Icelandic yarn, and also my tweed recycled that my mum got me for Christmas is in there as well. And here is my hibernating works in progress that will be picked up very soon, and next cast-ons and things such as that. And then I'm keeping my project bags on top there because I feel like that makes sense. And then here is all of my high-end fancy luxury yarns, hand-dyed sock yarns and things such as that. So this is where the money is. Oh, I forgot. Then here is the wire bin where I keep the sort of really, really big skeins of acrylic and the chunkier acrylic. And then obviously I've got my projects that I'm actively working on. Right, anyway, I have to clean up all of this. And then I need to have some dinner and feed my cat. And then I think that's going to be it for today. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to sit and knit on my cloud sweater. I have made quite a lot of progress since I filmed my latest podcast episode, which was a few days ago. So I'm hoping to get that finished before the next podcast episode. And that would allow me to take out 9 balls of yarn out of my stash, because I think I'm going to use all of them. So anyway, look forward to that. Please let me know what you thought about this format of video and sort of what you would be interested to see when it comes to stash busting and sort of yarn inventory. So yeah, let me know what you think. I love you. Bye.